Channel 3 News starts now.
Good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. I'm Amber Jones.
And I'm Roberta Padalino, welcoming you on Channel 3 News.
Today is December 1st, 1955. Breaking news this morning has just been shared with us that African-American woman Rosa Parks has just been arrested for refusing to give up her seat to a white person.
Rosa Parks was stopped from boarding city bus by driver James F. Blake, who had ordered her to board at the back door, then drove off without her. From then on, she refused to ride a bus driven by Blake. Despite her actions this morning, Parks is an educated woman with very high hopes in racial integration. As a matter of fact, she completed a course in race relations where nonviolent civil disobedience had been discussed as a tactic.
Although this has infuriated many African Americans, it has also motivated them to stage protests against segregation laws. This is just the beginning of something we are calling the Montgomery bus boycott. Since such a high majority of bus riders were African Americans, the refusal of riding buses has led to a sharp decline in income in the state of Alabama.
To further explain the start of the Montgomery bus boycott, we have a feature that will show you the key moments leading to these events.
For a number of years, the Negro passengers on the city bus lines of Montgomery have been humiliated, intimidated, and face threats on this bus line. Just the other day, one of the fine citizens of our community, Mrs. Rosa Parks, was arrested because she refused to give up her seat for a white passenger. Mrs. Rosa Parks was arrested and taken down to jail, taken from the bus, just because she refused to give up her seat. At present, we are in the midst of a protest, the Negro citizens of Montgomery, representing some 44% of the population. 90% at least of the regular Negro bus passengers are staying off the buses, and we plan to continue until something is done.
Although many have been arrested, we continue, listen to me, we continue our protest, for none of our actions have been found illegal. The carpool and all we have done in this struggle continues.
We hope that gave you a more precise idea of the reason as to why there are many protests happening in the Montgomery area. Now to our on-scene reporter, Damian Rodriguez.
Hello guys, I'm Damian Rodriguez here in Montgomery, Alabama with the eyewitness on the scene. What's your name, sir?
Dave Jones.
Hi, Dave Jones. Explain to me what you saw today.
Chaos.
Chaos?
Yeah. The bus driver, he wanted the lady in question to move to the back of the bus or get off the bus, and she refused. And from there, chaos set in, and ultimately pulled over, and the police were waiting, and they arrested her and took her off the bus.
It's crazy.
Yes, it is. It is crazy because it's what the times are. It's what's prevalent here in Montgomery, and I don't think she did anything wrong. But again, the point was made that you're black, and that is reserved for white people. And I think when you look at it, it comes down to respect. And I really got that impression, and people were very upset, and it just got out of control. And the end result was that she was arrested, and she's going to jail over a seat on a bus.
Hey guys, unfortunately Joanne couldn't make it here with us today, but I think we have her on the phone. Hello, Joanne?
Hey guys, I'm sorry I couldn't be with you this morning, but this is Joanne Robinson. Good morning, and thanks for giving me the opportunity to talk about my movements and the other movements involved in this big event, the Montgomery bus boycott. The WPC formed in 1946 as a civil organization for African American professional women in the city of Montgomery, Alabama. It was inspired by Atlanta Neighborhood Union. Many of our middle-class women were active in education. In 1950, Burke decided to resign from the presidency while remaining active in the organization. Robinson succeeded Burke as president. Our president, Burke, began to study the issue of bus segregation, which affected many of the blacks who were the majority of riders on the city bus system. For this reason, we decided to organize a bus boycott here in Montgomery.
Well, that's all we have here. Back to you, Amber and Roberta, in the studio.
Thanks to our reporter Damian Rodriguez for giving our audience the opportunity to know more about the Montgomery bus boycott.
Please take this time and feel free to send us your opinions at our address below the screen.
The purpose of the Montgomery bus boycott is to end racial segregation in the city bus system in a non-violent way by creating economic hardship following the non-violence policy of Martin Luther King Jr.
All the people that are protesting hope that the Supreme Court will announce bus segregation as unconstitutional and that race segregation in general will come to an end. As you guys may know, there have been rumors going around that this was a setup that Rosa Parks meant to sit in that seat so that we could see what white people's reaction would be. So I think that's all that we have for you today at Channel 3 News.
Yes, thank you for your attention and don't miss our evening news.
Bye.
Bye.